Hello, my name is Immaculate Chiambe. I'm from the US. I have 3 kids. Naomi is my second child. She has autism. I am an anesthetist by background. I heard about stem cell many years ago when Naomi was about 5 years old, but was really skeptical about it because I was worried about safety, side effect, reactions. But not until lately I spoke to somebody that's already had this stem cell therapy with Linden Clinic, and I developed more interest in it because, I was able to see somebody that has had the treatment done, and that gave me some more assurance and hope. And also coupled with my research, my readings and stuff like that, I decided to come to Linden Clinic to help my daughter. For me personally, as a healthcare professional, I feel like the information is out there, but it's not quite out there for the masses to see. It's not readily out there for me. It's there, but it's not readily out there. I say so because I have a need to want to search for this information because I have a daughter that is on the spectrum. So as a mom and as every parent, my husband and I will want to give our daughter the best treatment that she can get to get her to the most optimal she can be, which is eventually giving her independence. So we are constantly trying to find what different solutions, to help her. And so just reading and digging in and finding, that's how I first came across stem cell. Now, a lot of people may not know about this because they may not have a family member or a child or somebody that would need something of sort. I think much needs to be done in terms of putting the word out there in the social media, and so that people can know more about it. Because if it's out there like the news, like the ads out there, a lot of people would know. But for me, I know about it because I have to do extra searching for what to help my daughter. Well, in between there, like I said, I learned when she was 5. I learned about the stem cell when she was 5, but the skepticism is because I wasn't too sure. Again, it's a lot of paid advertisements out there. I just was just being cautious because I didn't want to. It's a very invasive kind of treatment that can be detrimental if adverse side effect actually happens. So I was just very skeptical. I didn't want to put my husband and I didn't want to put our daughter in a situation where we would regret or she will have an adverse reaction. So that's why I didn't pursue it. But throughout that period of time, she's 12 now, but we're doing a lot of therapy, speech therapy, behavioral therapy, occupational therapy with her. And also I did try diets, try to avoid a lot of things with her, but then it didn't last long because there are other siblings in the house that it made it very difficult to maintain. But that's basically what I was doing in between until I made this decision to come to Linden Clinic. She's a very special girl, very beautiful. Naomi, she loves the outdoors. She loves anything water. She likes to be in the water. She swims. She can be in the water for 4 or 5 hours and have no issues with that. She loves to eat flavorful food, but she's picky in a way that it has to be certain kind of food that is cooked, like mainly African food and some African food. Yeah, she loves her gadget. She loves to smile, and yeah, she's a sweet girl. My expectations for this therapy, I pray, it's my hope, knowing fully well that every kid is unique. Every person is dynamic and every child is special, hence the spectrum of autism. I'm hoping that with this therapy, with this treatment, she can attain her optimum lifestyle in life. Basically, our goal is to get her to a point where she can be independent, to the point where she can understand when spoken to. Her expressive and receptive actions, she'll be able to speak and receive, and she should be able to understand when spoken to and process information well. So basically give her a good life where she can be able to live on her own and do things on her own. So far, and one of the reasons why I decided to, I say we because my husband's not here, but one of the reasons why we decided to do this is the fact that coupled with my researches and readings, I haven't, all research and reading say there's no side effects, like adverse side effects. Even stronger for me is knowing somebody that has done this with no side effect, so that solidified and just help us to accept that we should do this, because with the reading and then somebody that's done this and the kid is doing well. Well, you see that here, she doesn't listen to me that well. She's very, 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 very close to her father, and he is even more involved than I am. I think so. With Naomi, she would test your boundaries. And over time, we've come to understand our daughter very well, that she will test her boundaries. She can do a lot of things within her capacity at different stages of her life that her disability, I won't call it disability, that her autism allows her to. We just basically, when we give rules and when we talk to her about things, when we teach her things, we make sure that if a rule is given, we follow up with that rule. So if I tell her, hey, Naomi, give me this. If you don't give me this, you're going to get this time out. I make sure that I collect the thing from her when I say so. Basically, we follow up. So she's come to understand that there are consequences. So if mom or dad says, Naomi, you will need to give this by this time, she needs to give it, because if she don't give it, there's a consequence with it. So we always follow up. We don't say, I will, and not follow up. So she understands that. So, and then the relationship with her, we're very close. We're very involved with her. She feels very loved. We don't treat her any different from the rest of her siblings at home. The chores her siblings does, she does the same chores. We just support her, and the siblings support her as well. So she feels very involved. We keep her as happy as she can be, and we give all of them, basically everything is equal and the same. And we believe she feels that love. Oh, that is her favorite. That is her favorite all the time. All the time. If I'm going out with her and if she sees me, she'll take another direction. And if it's that, she clings on to her daddy all the time. So basically, I would say we believe she was doing well. There were no complications with pregnancy or birth. She was doing very well. To the age, she walked around age 10. She was walking 10 months. She walked around running and playing. So she was playing with other kids. I remember vividly when she was about 12 months, there was a kid that she will always go play with when we go to the park. She'll run around. Naomi, she'll follow her. They run around, play very well. And then we relocated from one state to another state. With a busy lifestyle. One day, somebody came to visit me that know her very well from the previous state. Was like, this is not the Naomi that we know. What's going on? Like, she's not doing this, she's not doing this, she used to do this. And we just said, we just call her Miss Independent, because that's what we used to call her, because we realized she probably just liked to stay by herself. So we just call her Miss Independent. She was like, no, this is more than Miss Independent. You should check, because I realized she's not looking at me well. She's not. So that's when we got the shock. And she was close to 2 years at that time. We had just moved. We got vaccine. I don't remember, I think whatever the vaccine was at that age, she was around 18 months to 2 years. We got a vaccine, and not too long from that, the person visited. That's when we went and did a 3-hour assessment at Kennedy Krieger in Baltimore, and we were told at that time that though she was almost 2, she had an IQ of an 8-month-old. So that's where everything just... The motivation is the fear. This is the biggest one. The fear of the unknown when we're no longer there. That is the motivation. At least we're here. We're able to support her. We're able to do things for her. The biggest fear for us is when we're no more, or when we're not able to, or when we're not available, what becomes of her? So we want to be able to give her the best life she can get with and without us. I mean, every parent wants their child to grow, to succeed, to be something in the future. But with things like this, we worry even more. So we want to give her the best life she can possibly get independently, with or without us. I want to say to other parents, autism is on the rise worldwide. It's on the rise. Pay attention to your child. Pay attention to your children. Seek intervention. Seek help early. Don't be in denial, because if you catch something early and get help early, children at early ages can do much. A lot of transformation, a lot of improvement can happen when things are caught early. Don't say it can never be me, it can never be my child. You can hope for that, but seek help quickly, pay attention quickly, and don't say it can never be me, because it can be anybody. It doesn't choose. That's what I would say.